2023 reading for the new year. Okay, making those predictions for the new year. Let's see what's going on with you, my friends. Okay, going this way, we have starting with winter all the way to fall. Okay, so let's see. Starting over here with the beautiful Libra coming out, we're talking about this balance, and this balance is going with this Jupiter energy. So very nice together. This is talking about where you're balancing things. Am I balanced? Can I keep this balance? Really talking about this winter, about the way that you're graciously doing things. Are you being diplomatic? Is this working? Carrying perfection with you, thinking about the things that you would like to change for the new year, finding fairness within situations. There could even be some closures that you went through during the winter time, or are going to go through, making closures with people. So it's definitely talking about those types of things for the justice and the fairness of the situation. With the Jupiter over here, this is talking about it's time to take a risk. You know that there is time to take a risk. Whatever you've been holding back on, that Jupiter energy really wants you to say, hey, you know what? You have the self-confidence. You're going to feel more courage coming towards you and more self-belief. Also showing a great luck coming through. That Jupiter is bringing in that luck for you. So if you have some kind of wild guess that just seems to kind of hit the nail on the head over here, you know that it's time to make that leap. It's not a coincidence. It's the lucky streak. It's time. You're intuitive and you know that it's time to do such things. So there's going to be a great understanding when it comes to what risks can be taken, where I should go in love. Is this job good enough? And really filling yourself with a lot of divine guidance as well, guys. So I'm really loving that. Over here, starting out the new year also with this Capricorn energy, your hard work is paying off right here in Capricorn season. So it's saying, here it is. Everything that you've been doing throughout last year is starting to actually pay off now. So you're in the payoff process. You went through kind of maybe a tough cycle of time in some kind of understanding, maybe with somebody else, something of this, however your issue is, guys. It could be at work, however, but it's saying that it's okay. You can release whatever you need to release because now your hard work is paying off and it's time to move forward. So really loving and liking that energy. You can plan and re-strategize for the new year, right? Take a look at your long-term goals. If you've been really working hard at a relationship, your relationship is doing much better, job is doing better, whatever it is. So loving that. Let's see. So clarifying on this energy over here, you guys, for winter, where you're really standing in your own power right now. Look at that. Having the love. Feeling like this is a healthy love. Those of you who have love, this is a healthy love. This is really united love. And it feels real good. Right? It feels like there's you might even have this renewing of passionately coming together with something that you love as well. So no matter what, you definitely have the Two of Cups over here where it's saying, I am passionate about what I am doing. Some of you have proposals or marriage proposals coming up. You have connections, and there's a lot of attractiveness coming out of this card over here. And really focus too on your work. There's a lot of work going on in this area where I'm really staying focused on what it is I truly want and the potentials that I can have, and really seeing things pay off. Okay, so very nice. And you guys, if you don't have love, a lot of you might be having love come in. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. They're really focused on you and really looking at you. So let's grab a card over here. It's kind of what I call the overall card. This is the overall card from the winter going straight into the spring. How is it all paying off? It's giving you a gift. Wow. So you do see the gift. You do see the payoff. If you have this new love coming in, you do see, you know, the gift, however it is. If this is the true love and the healthy love relationship that you wanted, or that you're truly in love with this job, however it is, you know that this is a gift. Okay, so, gosh, Jordan, that's a great way to start the new year. Couldn't get any better and more exciting than that, guys. Going over here to Cancer, wow, going straight into the spring. Over here in the spring, you got this beautiful Cancerian energy coming through, and it's like, look at me, look at what I can do, right? Literally. So this is where your emotions are going to run a little high, though, during springtime, and you know that because of the Cancer, right? Cancer is going to kind of pull you into, this is the way I feel, this is how I'm feeling motivated, what are your emotions, what feels right, taking the emotional, you might even be taking emotions maybe to a higher, you know what I mean, state over here, guys. So it does feel like your emotions are going to be really at play during the springtime, where it's a very sensitive energy for you this time around. So maybe last year you didn't feel, you know, like your emotions were real high during the spring. Maybe you said that, you know, geez, that's crazy. I felt like emotions were really high during fall. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, here we go. But they're transforming with the Pluto. Transforming with the Pluto over here, saying, but this is a great transformation. And unfairness. So they're kind of running on some kind of unfairness going on around you. You might feel like in springtime that there's something going on around you that could be within your private life or your friendships or family that just feels like something is not going right for you. It's crazy. You have this beautiful gift sitting in front of you, and then all of a sudden you have this, well, something's not fair. But it does feel like it's coming at you kind of moderately. So you know, and it's good though, because you can kind of keep yourself balanced throughout spring. So it's kind of like here and there, here and there. So it feels like it's kind of just kind of sprinkling on you, I guess is the good way to say that. It will be a good time for you to like reinforce your boundaries from someone, because someone does really want to either bring out the skeletons in the closet, they want to bring out all of this stuff. But the best thing about spring is it says, hold your vision. You know what it is that you want. You've been working too hard for this. You have the gift. Hold on to that gift. Hold on to that love. Hold on to whatever it is that you love, right? Because holding on to that vision is definitely what's going to bring you to the next stage within your life. So even though they want to do that, that's fine, right? Because they're just kind of, and I feel like they're kind of making you, you know, kind of testing you to test the waters, kind of pushing you to understand maybe what they want to understand, because there's definitely an unfairness here. Could even be some lies going on. But definitely over here you have, you know, that you're multitasking and have other things to do and keeping yourself balanced in your own decisions. So not really going to allow them to really 100% walk on you. I mean, shoot, they could even be trying to walk right back into your life. And who knows, maybe trying to tell you what to do. Excuse me, I don't know who you are, but this is not going to happen. So it could feel like whatever personal issues were going on, they want to kind of take them to the next limit. Okay, during springtime, which is going to, you know, but I love how you're transforming though over here, because your transformation over here is saying, I know what I need, and I'm going after what I want. I'm taking on my own relationship, you know, problems. I'm taking on my own relationship loves. I am, you know, squaring off with things that maybe I don't want anymore, and really taking on this big, huge step. And it's a step also with, it's a modest step, right? It's almost like, well, they can say, well, because you're sensitive. You're so sensitive right now. I just thought I would bring this up. No, because the harder that you keep working from the winter to the spring, the smarter you're becoming about these instances, right? It's like you almost, it almost feels like maybe you know they're coming back. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here they come. As soon as I start doing good, they know I have a gift. Here we go. So let's look and see really fast over here, though, what this says. Yeah, but on the love side, it's like I do have love, but I'm not really sure exactly how I want to 100% take it. It almost feels like maybe the person who's offering the gift of love also is, they may be going a little too fast, right? Maybe they're going too quick now, because it says the passion is kind of upside down and they're offering all these cups, but it kind of feels like you're kind of backing down a little bit. It kind of just could be one of those things where it's like, yes, we are in love, and yes, I do love you, but maybe when they propose that love, maybe you're getting like cold feet or something of this nature. So it could be definitely that you're kind of holding back a little bit, but it could also be because you're a little oversensitive right now, and you have this other person too who's kind of messing with you. So you see what I mean? So now you're kind of maybe even hermiting out a little bit. That Scorpio in you could be like, whoa, hello, I'm going to push myself into a wall. And then having this Cancer here too, it's a lot of water for you. So it's taking on a kind of a transition that's kind of like, I don't know, guys. I just feel like in spring you're going to want to kind of step back a little bit, because it says here, the way you're coming at me with all the passion is like, you proposed your love to me, and I'm telling you, for some of you, you're just like, woohoo. And then for some of you, you're like, oh, I don't know. It's kind of crazy because the overall card over here is called Work Through Your Fears. Some of you may be scared of commitment, right? And if it's not you, then it could be them, right? You're offering the cups and they're backing away a little bit, right? So take that how it resonates. But however it is, it does feel like there's, for one of you, fear of commitment, right? It's going too fast. Everybody slow down. What the heck, right? Because I just look, I'm just testing water. I'm just moderate moving, and it just feels like you're over here doing this, and you are like, so it just feels like there's a lot of energy going on where you're just trying to like, it's coming all too fast. It is. It's very fast paced. And that's why you're trying to keep the harmony and keep it slow. You're actually trying to slow them down, guys, right? Okay, woo. Let's get a card on that one. I mean, it is fast paced. That's why, look at this. Trying to multitask through everybody. Weighing the pros and cons. Oh my God, I'm juggling you and I'm juggling you. And juggling these emotions. So let's see what the overall card is for that. Going straight into the summertime. Lovers. There it is. And yeah, it was. That's all it was about, was lovers. One's unjustified over here, something unjustified on that side, and then the love coming on that side. And I just feel like it's kind of a whirlwind. I mean, I feel like I'm in a whirlwind, because I feel like you're being in a tug of war over here. This could be like an ex trying to come back during Mercury retrograde or something of this nature, and then this one over here really trying to pull, because that's yours, right? That's my new love. Whew. Kind of makes your head spin. So you might be feeling like your heartstrings are being tugged all over the place. And like I said, stuck in a tornado. So yeah, make sure that you are just kind of chilling. Okay. Straight to Virgo. We're going straight into the summertime. We have over here, we have this Virgo energy that's coming through. Virgo energy is telling you, well, hello. Well, hello, how are you doing? Would you like to analyze the situation? Because that's all it wants to do. She wants to, her personally, right? Virgo over here, the Virgin says, let's analyze the situation when it comes to this love. Where are you going? Geez, and the more that we see this kind of overall card over here, just sitting out here, work through the fears. I usually don't get to this till the end of the reading, but now I'm starting to see where it's coming from, Scorpio, because it's like, I feel your heartstrings are tugged in different directions, right? So you know what I'm saying? So this Scorpion energy that you have going on, I mean, look, we already have the Jupiter of your Sagittarius over here saying, that's fine, everything's going fine. We took the risk, we took the love, we've got what we want. But the Scorpion energy for you is super high. Because that's where it's saying, oh, I don't know. So you have the Virgin over here who's like, let's analyze the situation with the Neptune. Yeah, you went through this personal transformation of thought and the way you're thinking and the way you're doing things. And now it makes you want to analyze it, right? So the Neptune over here is saying, open up, use your heart. Beautiful, like Piscean energy coming through saying, well, this is what you love. Your compassion is coming back, right, during the summer. Once you get through the whirlwind over here, then it says, believe in the impossible. Now, this is a very important thing for you as well because of the work through the fears. So it says, if you believe that this could be, then let it be. Don't work against it, right? Let's go with the flow. Open up the compassion and let's go, go, go. You know, and this is going to allow you to get stronger in your emotion and really, once you start really analyzing the situation, you'll know exactly where you need to be for the summertime. Oh my gosh, yeah. So your intuition is going to be super high, and you're going to kind of, I don't know, I feel like you're kind of grounding yourself though too. Why? Because you don't want to be so far beyond driven that you're allowing all the water to just come through and just confuse you. Right, so you want to really stay focused during the summertime. So the summer's like you're focused, you know where you're going, you're getting ready for that love, you're getting ready to become stronger within the love so that you can have the victory of the overall love, right? And you might even be getting this public recognition. Those of you who are getting married, here you go, you're getting married, right? Cold feet over. Those of you who are thinking about maybe taking the love, you'll figure that one out. It doesn't say 100, right? But what it does say is that you're ready to take on new bounds. You're ready to take on new understandings. You're ready to believe in more of the possible and maybe let go of the fears of commitment, you know, or watching them come back to you for the victory and say, you know what, I'm no longer scared of the commitment. But seeing the hard work and the long time goals really starting to open up. And this is where you're actually seeing better results and really manifesting on the situation. You're saying, I can take this, become stronger, dive deep, reconnect on what I kind of almost disconnected from during springtime. I can reconnect. Right? Because now you've rethought about the situation and really put all the puzzle pieces pretty much together, guys. Right? And that's exactly what it is. I need to put these puzzle pieces together for my best interest. So your optimism is going to be very, very high because your intuition is so high. So you'll know exactly what you need to do. Okay. And let's see what's going on over here. Going straight from there. So you've got this all pretty much worked out. You'll see everything kind of coming back together as much as possible. Or completely coming back together. Yes, because you had despair. Because where you had the despair, you have the concerns. You're weighing on those concerns and you're looking at the concerns. That's what you're analyzing. So it does feel like, okay, so now the cards are saying you have the victory, you have that, but you still have the courtship. So you're still courting. You guys still have the courtship together. Okay, but you are a little bit still worried about that. You have the understanding that this could be the better understanding, but still in the back of your mind, even though it looks like you're going to take most of the risks, but you still are a little concerned. You're like, I don't know, but it's looking better. But at least you're taking better steps towards what it is you really want. So, coming Sagittarius energy coming in. We have that own energy of yours coming in saying now is the time to say what's up. Right? I mean, literally, that's what it is. Hey, what's up, right? This is fall. What are you doing? You're still courting. You still have a little bit of despair, even though you know intuitively everything is fine. Got a little wishy-washy behavior. Somebody probably still has you in a little despair, and it could be the person who's still unfair. Having some concerns over the situation, not wanting to make any mistakes, but still courting the person that you're with. And this Uranus energy over here is saying, well, let's keep thinking. There's not going to be a time, guys, that you're not thinking about the situation, on how far you're going to make this go. And believing it, that, you know what, believe in the impossible, where you think that maybe it won't work. This won't do it. I've already been married. This already happened. Blah, blah. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I get too close. Then they don't, then they back off. Then they leave. Whatever the situations are, you're going to get through that. Right? And so it says, be bold and make the first move. Well, you have Sagittarius. You have the Sagittarius power over here, and energy. So it's pretty much saying, yeah, don't think about that anymore. Let's just do it. Okay? The time is now. We don't need to think anymore. It's, I perceive what's going to happen. I have a better understanding, and now it's time to move. The fire is going to be strong. It's going to be super strong, and it wants to drive out. Right? It wants to come out. It wants to, how can I be the best for this person? How can I be true to myself? How can I do this? Will it be awesome? And you're going to want to really perceive all the things that are going on. And you're really going to feel this in the fall time. But you're also going to notice, too, that your artistic endeavors are actually coming out, too, right? Because we're talking about this. So you might feel a little more artistic and things like that as well. Right? And the Uranus is going to bring in a type of communication and freedom from the situation through analytical thinking. And this is the freedom that you really need, because as you perceive, you're going to be able to free yourself from the anxieties of the understanding and really take on this Emperor, and really making Emperor moves, because it's going to be Emperor mode. Why? Well, why? Because it has a protection. You're going to feel like the person around you is focused on you. You see the practicality within all of the situations around you. There's a better understanding, right? Wow. And you have the rewards. Look at that. The fruits of your labor. You work so hard on this relationship. You work so hard at this job. You work so hard. You have the gift. You have everything that you need. You're going to find that financial independence is at your fingertips. Feeling like your rewards are right in front of you in fall. You're saying, look, I've got all kinds of stuff. Look at the money that's coming into me. Look at all the hard work that I'm putting in. I'm not broken. I'm not really burdened. I'm just going to get these things over here. So you're perceiving that everything is rolling together. So of course you're going to make a bold mood. You're going to notice that, as I'm giving, the universe is giving back. And the crazy thing is that it could be somebody from your past. And you know what? The more that you get closer to this person, could be a Capricorn or a Taurus or an Aries, you're going to find, you know what? This is what I wanted from my past. There's something from your past that you really want that is actually making its way back to you. Whether it's a person or a job or a thought or a creative endeavor, whatever it is, this is coming back around to you. And it feels like you want to give to this idea, and it wants to give back to you. So if it's some kind of job that you might find some kind of, oh my gosh, when I was younger, I wanted to do something like that, or you know what I'm saying, or something of this nature. However it is you want to give to that. And the thing I love about this card is because it really should have been upside down, and I'll tell you why. Because at one time you would have had the personal resistance. Last year, let's say 2022, I wouldn't move towards this because I was fearful of going back into the past, going back to something else. So with a cycle change, with the Pluto, right, I have the transition. I don't have the fear of leaving. I don't have the fear of, moving on. So I can actually move towards what it is that I love from the past so that I can be happy. Sorry guys, sometimes we leave things in the past that sometimes are rewarding for us. And it is true. If there was an old job that you used to have and somebody wants to, hire you back, even if it's part-time, and you really love working there, maybe it was because of COVID, right? Maybe you lost that then. And they say, hey, would you like to come back part-time? Hell yeah. Because it might be someplace that you really love to be. So it doesn't always have to be that we have to let go of everything from our past. That's not true. We have a lot of love for our old friends too. If your old friend came back and said, hey, let's hang out. Oh, no, I haven't seen you in like, 5, 10, 15 years. No, a lot of people are like, hell yeah, let's go have a beer. What's up? But for you, it's showing mostly the kind of fear of change, the fear of wanting to return back to the past. And it could be because of emotions, right? So I'm going to say that this is because it has some emotional ties to it. But now you're saying, I'm all healed. I've got this all going good, right? Whether it's the person you're courting and you're saying, fine, let's really do this. However it is. See the overall card here. But there's definitely something going on here where you're really going to want to open up to whatever this past thing is. You guys, I don't know what the heck it... For some of you, it's a wealthy person. This person actually has a lot of money. Whoa. You could see it as they're both coming out, so let's just take them both. Male or female, it doesn't matter. It could be a wealthy man or a privileged lady. Woohoo. Take it how you want to take that, because Spirit says it don't matter whether it's male or female. I'm telling you right now, it's a wealthy man who's a privileged person. She's privileged because she has wealth. That's the only reason. Now, she is stuck up, I know, when we think of privileged people, a lot of times we think of, like, stuck-up people, like, oh, I don't want to be a stuck-up person. I know, I hate that word, though, too, because when you think of privileged, it makes them sound like, oh, my God, they're a snob. I don't want to be with a snob. It's not like that, though. It really just means wealthy woman. I don't know why they write it like that, because it does. It does kind of make you feel like you're with a snob. Okay, but let's just erase the privileged lady and then just make it a wealthy man and wealthy woman, okay? Because I don't really like the word myself either. There's a couple words out there that they label certain ways I'm not real big into. That would be great like 40 years ago. But today's age, it's not, I don't know. It's kind of looked down upon on that word. So take it how you want it to. It doesn't matter, but it brings in sudden wealth. I feel like they had sudden wealth as well. They may have become, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, if the privileged lady is because maybe she's a widow, and so she becomes into sudden wealth. Okay, let's just, something like that. Yeah, Spirit over here like, okay, look, it's just because of this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, guys. So, however it is, they have this sudden wealth and they're wealthy. Okay? Plain and simple. And that was it for you. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.